are mounting for actor Allu Arjun. In fact, now Congress leader Mallanna has now filed a complaint against him over a scene in Pushpa 2. In fact, the leader has criticized a specific scene where the protagonist urinates in a swimming pool while a police officer was in the pool. In fact, the MLC has described the scene as disrespectful and disregarding to the dignity of law enforcement officers. On the other hand, the investigation into the Sandhya Theatre Stampede case also continues, and now the police have issued notice to the actor asking him to appear before them at 11 a.m. Remember, the actor has been named as accused number 11 in the ongoing investigation. As Allu Arjun faces his new notice, legal experts warn that failing to comply could have serious repercussions. In fact, initially, the probe might issue a reminder or attempt to reach out to the individual. This step allows the person to provide a valid reason for their absence and potentially reschedule their appearance. If the notice was issued under Section 41A of the Code of Criminal Procedures and there is no valid excuse for non-compliance, the police can escalate this very matter. When the individual's presence is critical for the investigation, the police may request a non-bailable warrant. Failing to comply can be seen as an attempt to obstruct justice. This not only impacts the individual's credibility, but also have negative consequences on their legal standing in the ongoing case. Ignoring the notice entirely could lead to additional legal consequences, such as charges for contempt of court or obstruction of justice, depending on the context and jurisdiction. Meanwhile, the fallout from the tragedy has led to sharp criticism, particularly from the Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy, who accused Arjun of defying police directives on the day of the premiere. Well, my colleague Gautam Shankar joins us live on this very story. Well, Gautam, first of all, I want to understand, has there been any indication from the side of Allu Arjun will he be going for this very questioning? And what do you think the further course of action will be taken in terms of legal recourse in this entire matter by the Allu Arjun?
Good morning, Yash, and good morning to all our viewers. Like you may have mentioned, there's further legal trouble also brewing for Allu Arjun with an MLC filing an additional case. So with regard to whether or not Allu Arjun is going to appear, it's very likely that he will, because earlier in the press meet that he addressed as well, he said that he would cooperate with the investigation in every way, manner possible. But the thing is also that there's heavy security deployment and there's just barely about 50 minutes left. So the accused number 11 to appear at 11 a.m. in the case. So there's no reason to believe that he will not appear. But what will happen here in this police questioning? That is the interesting thing, because everything that has built up over the last few days, that has made the case very interesting, because contrasting statements have been made by Telangana CM Revanth Reddy, the police department, Allu Arjun as well. Multiple press meets have been held, and everyone has their own different versions of what really transpired at the Sandhya Theatre over there. So the line of questioning. So what Allu Arjun has been briefed by his legal team is that the questions could primarily center around the Sandhya Theatre incident and to explain what happened, because whether Allu Arjun was asked to leave and he refused to do so, that is the main thing in contention. Police say that we did and he refused. Allu Arjun says no, he was not asked. So this is the main thing that will determine the course of the day in this case, Yash.
Well, absolutely, Gautam. One more thing, at this juncture, everything seems like going against Allu Arjun. Like you mentioned, a case being filed by Congress MLC, this investigation being carried out, and in fact, he being summoned. What is the sentiment amongst the public in this case? Because first, we saw how there was some vandalism outside his home in the very state. What is the public sentiment? Is it with Allu Arjun, or still people are resenting his appearance when he went to that very theatre where that very unfortunate incident unfolded?
Absolutely. See, the public sentiment here, if you just have to go by everything that's transpired over the last 20 days since the incident happened, it's been overwhelmingly in support of Allu Arjun. And the box office collections also reflect that. While there is also a level of sympathy towards the whole incident, the fans are not really blaming Allu Arjun for what happened over there. They feel that it's a very unfortunate, it's a tragic incident, but they were also pleased with how Allu Arjun and his family have behaved, and also the Film Chamber of Commerce has also started a donation drive, and there are multiple donations coming into the family as well. And the only reason Allu Arjun has not really visited Sri Tej, the son of the woman Revati who was killed in the incident in the Stampede, is because there's legal obligations. If he does so, it can be portrayed in several different ways. So that is the reason. But overall, the sentiment seems to be with Allu Arjun.